That being said, let's explore the 3 steps of releasing karma. Understand, accept, forgive. To understand, the understand part, the essence of the understanding is to understand that whatever happened served a purpose. To understand that whatever pain that was caused served a purpose to help make you more of who you really are, to help you grow, to help you recognize what you do and don't prefer, so that you can expand. This is what understanding means. Understand also that whoever or whatever circumstance may have hurt you, let's say it was another person, that person is walking their own path as well. That person, by hurting you, may have been able to realize that from hurting you, they never want to hurt a person like that ever again. And so you may have acted as a catalyst to their growth. So this is why the law is one. This is why every perspective is equal and valid. Because there really is always the other perspective to see, and it's a matter of seeing it from that broader perspective. So this is the understand portion. Is this part clear? Okay. Accept. The accept is accepting that this needed to happen, the way that it happened. And if it didn't happen in the way that it happened, you would not be the person that you are today. You would not have learned qualities, and you would not have grown in the ways that you have grown. I recently had a client who, after our session, I had asked her, or no, she had mentioned, she had said something along the lines of, yeah, but I just wish that never had to happen to me. Like I forgive all those things happening, but I wish it never had to happen to me. And then I asked her, I said, well, what did you learn from it happening to you? And she said, well, I learned that I need to care for myself more, and I learned that I need to care for others, and I learned to be more compassionate. I said, okay, so by that thing happening to you, you learned the importance of caring for yourself and others. Was that not a valuable lesson to learn? And then she said, yeah, but I just wish I didn't have to, do it. It didn't have to happen like that. And then I told her, but what if that was your soul's way of letting it happen then, so that, just imagine if it didn't happen then, imagine how much worse it could have happened in the future. Imagine being older and then having to learn that lesson once you're already older and should have already learned to care for others, and then all of a sudden have things hit you like that. Wouldn't you prefer to learn that lesson in the past where you learned it? Isn't the best thing about the past that it's over? And then she's like, oh yeah. So I asked her, I'm like, would you change this if you could? She said, no. So what did you learn from it? Everything I needed to. Because from that thing happening to her, it allowed her to become more of who she actually was. Her soul allowed her to have a bad experience rather than no experience, for her to become more of who she was. And so she needed to accept that those things happened in the way that they needed to happen, at the time when they needed to happen. Does this make sense to everyone? Good. The final step, forgive, the most important step. In forgiveness is true wisdom. Because to be able to forgive someone is to become wise of why it all happened, and to be able to smile at it and look at it through a loving awareness, to look at it through loving eyes, recognizing how amazing of a purpose it served you. In forgiveness is not only forgiving the person or circumstances who did something to you or who acted bad to you, but is also forgiving yourself for acting in the ways that you acted. Letting yourself know that it's okay that you acted badly. It's okay that the other people acted badly. It's okay. It all happened the way it was meant to, otherwise it would not have happened. So true forgiveness is just from a place of unconditional love and knowing and wisdom, being able to forgive what has happened and forgive the behaviors that have transpired and recognize what you've learned from it and to be grateful for that. To be grateful for everything that happened and to genuinely say thank you. Thank you for hurting me. Thank you for doing that to me. It took me a long time myself to be able to forgive my father. I'm someone who, when I was 3 years old, my father left my life. He just up and disappeared. And for a long time that hurt me. For a long time that was like, I was searching for a father figure. I couldn't understand why I didn't have a man in my life. You know, I believed that you needed to have a man to teach you how to be a man. And for a long time I carried that kind of pain with me, even though I was able to smile it off. There was a part of me that it hurt. And then one day I stopped and I recognized, one, even though my father is my father, he's walking his own path. He has his own purposes to fulfill, and he's really acting to the best of his ability, to what he believes is true to him. And number two is that if my father was in my life, had he been in my life, I definitely wouldn't be the man that I am today. I would probably be a cheater, I'd be a player, I wouldn't be as good to women as I am. Because he wasn't in my life, I was raised by a woman, so I learned how to have such a great respect for women. And it made me the man who I am. So it allowed me to see, as I grew older, how important it is to learn forgiveness, even to those who truly hurt you the most. Because there is a lesson to learn within it. There always is. It's never for no reason. Does everyone understand forgiveness?